Now we need to know the angle of rotation, and so what we're going to look at is you can either find it by doing sine of theta or sine inverse of theta and 1 over 5 to find the angle, or cosine theta equals 2 over square root of 5. It doesn't matter. You'll get the same exact answer, right? You should. And so when you do that, when you plug it into your calculator, you're plugging in sine inverse of 1 over root 5. When you plug that in, you get 0.4636. And then remember to convert that to degrees. You multiply by 180 and then divide by pi using that pi button, and you will get approximately 26.5 something, which is 26.6 degrees. Now let's take a look at graphing. So let's rotate it. So 26.6 degrees, something like this, and then here. So this is our new x prime and our new y prime. Now the other thing that we need to find is the vertice in our xy system. So in order to find the vertice in the xy system, you take this xy and you plug it into here to get the value. So we're plugging in 4 over 5, negative 1. That's our x prime, y prime. And then we're plugging into our x. X, remember, is 2x prime minus y prime over root 5. And then y is x prime plus 2y prime over root 5. So go ahead and plug it in. Pause the video and try it out. All right, so if you plugged it in, you should have found that you would have gotten 13 over 5 root 5, and then negative 6 over 5 root 5. And then, if you plug it in your calculator, you find that is approximately 1.2 and 0.5 in the XY system. So just looking at, two things. Number one, we know that in the x prime, y prime system, I apologize, I wrote the wrong thing here, that it is 4/5 and negative 1. So x is 4/5. So that is along here, and then negative 1 is down here, right? So just imagining that this is rotated, and so that is 4/5, a little less than 1, and then down 1, so approximately right here. And then when we're looking at the vertex in the XY system, so just going along the original X and Y axis here, that's about 1.2 and down a half, so that's pretty good. So it helps you in finding that information, and we are going to ask you to look for that. So let's draw the rest of this parabola. We're looking at y squared. So y squared is a parabola that opens horizontally, and then it's a negative, so it's going to open to the left. And so just a negative 1, and so approximately this graph opens this way because it's negative here, and again, y squared, and therefore we know it's a horizontal parabola. So here is the information for this problem. Yes, a very, very large problem. So your turn. Try example 3 all on your own. All right. Here is the problem. So you find the angle of rotation is 26.6 degrees. The standard form of the equation is x prime squared equals negative 2y prime minus 3. The vertex in the x prime y prime system is 0, 3, so it's going along the y axis there, and it opens down, so using the negative 2 to help you. The vertex in the regular xy system is negative 3 root 5, and then 6 over root 5. Now the first two problems in the homework, you don't need to draw a triangle, and so you'll be able to just plug it in directly. You'll see it. You can be able to, be able to evaluate it right away. And then number 23, that's the other one that you will, or number 23, that's the one you're going to have to do a lot of this work for. So just one of them that you have to do on your own. So the homework that you need to do for practice is number 21, 22, and 23 on page 733.